that did not come to pass, including when the color of the terrorist, the color skin of the terrorist is going to change in the latter hours, when they are bringing in people from the Maghreb and they're bringing in other people from outside of our borders. So if you want evidence, I will give you some. Number one, let me give you something very simple. There's no place in the world that has responded to an already documented resurgence of global Islamism by claiming to arrest terrorists, and then you claim that you have de-radicalized them, and then you absorb them into the Nigerian army. You see, that one alone is an amazing case of stupidity. I've never heard of this kind of madness before. An armed robber comes to your house, you arrest him, instead of prosecuting him, you claim that you have changed his mind, and you now make him join your megadis. That is, of course, one. Number two, if we collate, I can tell you from the beginning, one of the things I discovered from the year 1999 to 2000 was government complicity. And why do I say so? We have reached a stage now where we are not afraid of anything anymore. In those days, we were more afraid of the enemy within than the enemy without. So today, there can be documents that I will give you, we will put on display. When you find out that young girls are kidnapped, married off, taken away from their husbands, I mean, sometimes young girls are kidnapped, sometimes wives are kidnapped, married off Islamically, and you will see that if someone will come, the governors were aware. I can give you a case where we had to curb a terrorist attack in Kaduna State. We could tell you the modus operandi. It started with Gumi when he came back from Mecca, when he came back from Saudi Arabia. His first tafsir in Kaduna was a call to violence, to slaughter. The VHS came to me because we have been setting up early warning systems. And this is what a real early warning system is to prevent something. When we got it, we translated it into English. And at that time, it was Obasanjo who was the president of Nigeria. Thank God for the first square general overseer, who is now with Wilson Badido, who assured me that what we prepared and gave to him was given to Obasanjo in his bedroom. But what they didn't know was that we were still monitoring Kaduna to see whether the arms build-up towards the execution was going to stop. When we saw that it was not going to stop, in fact, this is a good example I'm giving you. I had to call a special strategic session with media, because media is a force expander in this new war form, this Hydra-headed war form. At that time, the man they call Adesina, who became Buhari's media, whatever, was at that time an editor-in-chief or something in one of the newspapers. They gathered together, and I told them, this is the problem. They are about to kill 600 to 900 people. Femi Adesina. They are about to kill 600 to 900 people in Kaduna. And I said to them, we have sent all the information to the army, to all the places. There's nobody stopping them. Unknown to them, we were monitoring. The Gumi boy went into the SSS office in Kaduna laughing and came out laughing. When I got that report in Lagos, we decided to call this media meeting and say, look, how do we solve this? Now, there's a headline that we had to put up where they did as if they interviewed the head of CAN and had to interview Gumi. Immediately, we took the front pages, the full pages in the newspapers and the new.
I'm sorry, guys. I have like multiple streams. I don't know what's going on. I have to end one of it so we can focus on one. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's happened there. So we're gonna focus on one. Okay. I think I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe I made the mistake. It's probably my fault, and I apologize for that.
Media, and the news blew across the world. The queries came to the president of Nigeria. It was
welcome, Uncle Beno. I see you. Welcome. Happy Saturday, brother.
I mean, he entered the SSS office. This time he didn't come out laughing. He left the country immediately. Now, this is a guy who has been banned by Saudi Arabia. They didn't allow him to enter Saudi Arabia. Let me give you another proof. I was on television when I found out there was no other way of escape. When an Al-Qaeda operative was already appointed as a federal minister in Buhari's government. And I questioned.
Do you mind naming that minister?
What's his name? Something Issa Pantami. How do I know? I supervised an evacuation in 2004 when a young Christian was slaughtered in the mosque of ATBU. That's Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University. Okay? Now, when we supervised that, it was this Pantami who was a lecturer in that university at that time, who put a fatwa on certain students because they preached the gospel to Muslims in a university. And at that time, when they killed that boy, we had to go and evacuate the others whose names I spoke to them recently. They are still afraid till now. The young guys brought them into Lagos. We made arrangements to take them into other countries where there's better respect for human worth. And then Sunday Achi was the name of the student who was murdered. Okay? At that time, for you to know how this thing works, there was a bishop who was working with the ambassador government who went to arrange for the burial of this boy. And when I said, let us make it an issue, they at that time were cooperating because they didn't realize how dangerous this Hydra is. Later, that Hydra attacked that bishop, almost killed him, finished his secretary. Fortunately, they couldn't catch his wife. They maimed him. And today, he's one of the forefront advocates who has realized how dangerous this thing is. I could easily give you many more examples. One of the former head of state who was claiming that there was nothing in his time, I was at a meeting with him in his home in Ota. When he gave me his own version of what he believed was going on, I said to him, sir, during your government, they were already building up more and more, infiltrating more and more. I said, do you remember a meeting you went to have in northern Nigeria when things happened? When you left, they slaughtered every member of the family that entertained you. I said they were sending you a warning to back off. Now, some years later, he went for a security meeting outside Nigeria, and I think when they showed him the build-up of what is coming into Nigeria when the final phase comes. Look, the Nigerian army in totality, everybody knows what the number is. The last time they engaged the BH on 3 war fronts, it took almost 2.5 weeks to overcome. So everybody realizes that if you think the Nigerian army can withstand a combined forces of what ISWAP has planned in the future, what is working for us right now is very simple. Nigeria is 220 million people strong. The number of all these people who want to swallow Nigeria, they're not even up to 450,000. Now, the strength of this is, let me break one nonsense that is going all around. And this is what we have to be careful to counsel the US government about. Anybody who looks and thinks that the Fulani is a primary problem is a joker. The Fulani is not the primary problem. All the combined forces of all these people is not up to 400 and something million. Now, is it this ill-educated...
400 and something thousand.
Yes. All these ill-educated, all these, what can I say, anachronistic human beings who are wearing loincloth all over the whole place, do you think that they are the real problem? Listen, the Fulanis have told you that they were busy using their sequence. People came and gave them AK-47s and took their children to go and train.
Yes.
Why don't we realize that it's the intelligence that is arranging logistics,
That's right.
arranging safe passage for them?
Yes.
I have boys in the army. We used to pray for them. When they locate the
And private air jet drop-offs. I agree with this man. I really do. Please join the conversation. No, I'm not the only one that will be talking about this one today. If you feel up to it, though, that's, I don't want to impose on anybody, but I think this is a very important conversation that all of us need to have. Okay.
enemy position in the Nigerian army, a signal comes from Abuja that they should not attack. The signal will be delayed.
Yes.
After 3 hours, they tell them, now go.
Yep.
The Boko Haram will have left that place.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what more proof
are
do we
you
need?
saying that the Nigerian government is involved in what is
What are you saying?
happening?
Even Jonathan, before he left, openly said they are in my cabinet.
Bam.
Look, this thing has been
Bam.
known to collapse nations from within. So there's nothing new about what is going on in Nigeria. It's just like the architecture of thought. I would rather speak to the younger generation, the digital generation who understand programming. Because it looks as if the older generation don't have what it takes, don't have the understanding to acknowledge that there's a problem here. And let us come squarely. My eyes are on the president of Nigeria. He needs to be careful. Yes. Listen to me. I have nothing against him personally, but I can tell you something that is very, very clear to anybody. Now, he is an astute, consummate politician, but he doesn't realize that there's a global problem that he's dealing with. In order to become the president of Nigeria, nobody can argue there were deals that went on. And in our essence, what he did was that he, more than anybody else, realized that there are many factors to the Hydra. In terms of the kinetics, apart from the Fulani, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP controlled Ansar, Lakurawa and Co. And what they did was to play them against each other, so that
you are
they could get a seat
alleging
in the
that the
presidency.
President Tinubu had a deal with the terrorists.
Excuse me, whether we like it or not, it is no longer a secret anywhere in the world that.
So, but what's the evidence? Some people will say that.
Okay, let me give you talk. Let me just give you let me throw you one quickly. People don't realize that the Mandela bombing in Niger State, the Catholic church that was bombed in Niger State, the fellow who headed it actually was in Lagos, in Snake Island, 2 days, 3 days, and then traveled to northern Nigeria to take his team to execute. What does that tell you? Now, when he got into police custody, he was arrested and he miraculously escaped. When he escaped miraculously, where was he arrested? Where did he take up refuge? He took up refuge in the lodge of a serving high-placed government official from Borno State, who happens to now be who? The Vice President of Nigeria.
Bam.
What am I talking about here? Tinubu is one heartbeat away. You see, I feel sorry for him. In a way, we need to protect President Tinubu's life. He may think he has the guts to face this people, but I can tell you something, he has totally misread the size of the problem in which he has gone to double his hands.
Okay, so you said a lot of things. These are serious allegations.
Please, don't even bother. I'm the one talking. We are, listen,
yes.
We are the circumcision. We worship God in the spirit. We rejoice in Christ Jesus and we have no confidence in the flesh. I'm a statesman. We worry about the generations to come. I'm not worried about the next election. There's nothing I'm saying that cannot be substantiated, not only within Nigeria, but globally. So let nobody deceive themselves. His so-called, look, why do you think the federal government is trying to deny an evident truth? And all these people who have collected 30 pieces of silver, all these people speaking from two sides of the mouth, who are just shifting positions like the mendacious president that we have, why do you think they are going on like that? Because there is a plan. If this intervention had not come, and the president was allowed to go through his 8 years, who would he hand over the country to? And does he think they are not wise enough to know that if they are able to eliminate him, into whose hand does the country go? Now, this is where the problem is. If the country goes into the hand of the Boko Haram, the Fulani will not be happy. Those who are, look, let me give you a good example.
Adejugba, in a little while, I'll be able to tell you. Okay, give me
Are
time.
you saying that the country will go into the hand of Boko Haram after Tinubu?
Please. If you remember very well, just after he came in, there was some kidnappings, some bombings, and then there was an outrageous demand for one impossible, I can't remember, was it 20 billion or something, impossible amount of money. When that demand was made, it was not really because they felt that kind of money we paid. It was a direct message, a coded message to the presidency. Everybody is aware now that there was complicity in the times of in terms of the former president Muhammad Buhari. Like I mentioned Issa Pantami. Also, don't forget about that his interesting governor who turned against Buhari in the last minute, who was persuaded to turn against Buhari. The worst governor Kaduna State has ever had.
Guys, please continue to double tap your screen device to like.
Yeah. Look, let's not
please.
go and look at
the likes are very low. Please double tap your screen device to like. Let me pause the video so you guys don't miss anything.
To go and sponsor the terrorists who have come to kill in Nigerian territory. Why?
Please continue to double tap your screen device to like. The likes are really low. We have over 300 people viewing and only 18 likes. Please, I beg you, so that other people can be aware that we're live so we can talk about this. Please continue to double tap your screen device. Continue to double tap your screen device, please, and also share the video. Thank you.
Did they have that kind of confidence then? Was because they knew they had entered governance. Now, as I'm speaking right now, listen, we need to reformat this country. And there's an opportunity that has come right now that if we mismanage this opportunity, let me tell you something, even God in heaven will look away. When in the south part of Nigeria, in the eastern part of Nigeria, 13-year-old girls end up being raped. Look, there was a blogger recently who was being political. And I want to tell everybody prophetically right now what is coming up for those who refuse to face truth, those who refuse to give value to the lives of others. A young blogger recently said that there's no genocide, I'm a Christian, I don't feel threatened, long live P-Bat. She was one of those who was killed. If the account
Yep.
that is coming is right,
That's right.
in Kwara State in a church attack. Oh, she thought it was far away. Now, this is the fate, sadly, of those
Now,
who live in
by
Japan.
opportunity, you're talking about Trump saying that he interfered with what is happening in Nigeria.
Well, I prefer the word intervention, and let me put it for you like this: for any godly-minded person, the declaration of Nigeria as a country, a CPC, that designation, yes, that designation is a human designation. What we should worry about is that God in heaven himself had already declared Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Listen, according to prophecy, Nigeria is supposed to be the trigger of a global move of revival. Then the other side too decided that Nigeria must become the epicenter of the next greatest satanic attack against the entire world. So the destiny of Nigeria is what we're fighting for. Look, the corruption in Nigeria, I gave an interview when President Tinubu entered, and I did remember saying that it would not be an honor for anybody to serve in this dispensation. After the negotiation, he bought. Look, the mantra of this government is this: whatever problem money cannot solve will be solved by more money. Not realizing that there's a hyper-dimensional problem. A problem bigger than money. Look, let me tell you something, the mistake that he's making. The whole Nigerian budget, when you look at it every year, all said that comes to how much? Maybe about $30 billion. How much does the diaspora remit to Nigeria every year?
$20 billion. Yes,
so,
sir.
When you hear Nigerians, you see, when poverty has been weaponized against a nation, people cannot think anymore. The older generation have been reduced by the weaponization of poverty. So, look, thinking is an expensive thing. So, it's not easy. Don't blame the average Nigerian.
Okay.
People are susceptible to money.
So, Daddy, before we round up, you said a lot of things. Are these things that you can defend, like the allegations about the president, the vice president being part of, the Boko Haram?
In whose house was Kabiru Sokoto? In whose home was Kabiru Sokoto hiding before it was picked up?
Moment of truth has come for Nigeria.
If not for global interference in Nigerian affairs, we are ready 90-something% to the day of doom. So if we like, let us miss this. All those talking from the same different sides of the mouth, they will soon know what it is. That we are dealing with.
Exactly what do you want the US to do?
Very simple. There are 4 sets of people who are talking to us in the US. Number 1, those who are...
Please continue to double tap the screen to like if you have not yet liked. Thank you very much to those who have liked. I really appreciate it. But please, we need the likes are still low compared to the views. Please continue to double tap your screen device or click on the 3 dots on the right hand side to like the show. Please. I thank you.
Genuinely concerned. All right. Number 2, we have those who are looking for government appointments. Number 3.
In the US, looking for government appointments in Nigeria.
Government appointments in the US. They are careerists.
Trump's administration.
Then there are those who know that money, US dollars, follows policy. So if not for Trump, they will not be speaking up. And then there's a last set of zealots who are so zealous that they reject God's wisdom. Those ones are what we call sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. They are equally as dangerous. So this is what I want us to do. If Nigeria cooperates properly with the window that God has used Trump to open, there's something that I cannot talk about now. It's called the flight of 2 eagles. There's a bald eagle in that vision that can rescue the green eagle. Now, if we are able to eliminate the unnecessary voices that are fouling the waters in America for us, both within those against us and those for us, and remain only the voices that are looking forward to the future of Nigeria, let me tell you what will come out of it. Number 1, Nigeria will become a nation. Watch this, where the value of life will be something else. We will leap from quantum leap to the forefront of global civilization, all within 4 to 8 years. Number 2, the Nigerian foreign exchange right now that is about 1,600 naira to the dollar can be brought down to at least 1 to 250 to 350 naira to the dollar if we cooperate properly with understanding to tailor the American response in a way that will be profitable to the global community.
So, have you discussed any of this with the Nigerian government? Presented
a government that is busy denying. Listen, the moment the Nigerian government is ready, even for President Tinubu, there's a way of escape for him. I fear for his life. If you do a proper concatenation and look at the analysis of what's on the table and the way these things are going, he can't trust anybody around him because there's an option open to them, which he's aware of. Okay? But Nigeria cannot afford that option.
What's the option?
Well, the point is this. If he cooperates with us, we have been studying this thing, we have been watching over this, we will create a Nigeria where no Muslim, no Christian is oppressed. Now, let me tell you this. When the generation of Awolowo and Zik and Co, when they got independence from Nigeria, Pax Britannica did not allow us to lay a firm foundation for a prosperous country. The divide and rule included religion. Now, this opportunistic hydra created by Osama bin Laden is using that opportunity. Now, if only Tinubu would cooperate, I will tell him that the first friend of Nigeria in America, first of all, in the olden days, was a man called Frank Wolf. Next is Chris Smith, Congressman Chris Smith. After him, we want to thank people like Louis Gohmert, we want to thank people like Ted Bond, Peter Ricketts, we want to thank people like Josh Hawley, we want to thank people like James Langford, then Ted Cruz. But most of all, this is better than any Nobel Peace Prize. We need to thank God for the two tweets that Donald Trump.
So, but since Trump said that he was going to get involved, the killing has actually gotten worse, and the government is not doing anything really. The government is not doing anything.
Needed to happen to prove to the Nigerian that the government is so compromised it does not care about your life. All it cares about is to win the next election.
Right.
Which will be very big. The last election that is really democratic in Nigeria.
This is a lot for people to digest. In the course of this half hour, you have implicated the president, the vice president, the entire cabinet, the military is compromised. A lot of these things, like the military being compromised and so on, people know. You've talked about El Rufai, you've talked about Sheikh Gumi, the minister that you mentioned, Issa Pantami.
What does he want to respond? His articles were on the Al-Qaeda website. Globally exposed in France, everywhere. All the intel that has been given to Nigeria from foreign nations has been neutralized by the Nigerian government all these years. Who can deny that?
I'm really hoping that the Nigerian government will respond. I'm really hoping that they will respond to this.
We have gone past that level. Where we are now, how do we save Nigeria? How do we salvage the nation? How do we create a future for all our children across the entire nation? Don't let the blood of the people who have been slaughtered through the years, past more than 20-something years, we should not let their bloodshed be in vain. Unmerited suffering is often redemptive, and that's the way we should go now.
Thank you so much, Reverend Ladi Peter Thompson, for your time. I truly appreciate it.
Ladi something, that's his name. If you want to go find out more about him. To the person who was asking me, that's his name. I hope you got his name. Guys, please continue to double tap your screen device to like the show. I appreciate you all. To those of you who have liked, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I have more videos. I hope you guys have heard it for yourselves. Okay? There is fire on the mountain. There is fire on the mountain. For those people that have been denying, living in denial, lying, gaslighting people. Do you guys know that they have banned the social media of Reverend Achomo? They've banned the social media. The government said he's talking too much, so they've banned it. I'm going to play his video, but I want us to listen to a couple more videos because all these videos are self-explanatory. I don't need to say much. We all know what's going on in Nigeria. So if you care about Nigeria, and I'm speaking to those who care because there are Nigerians who are still on the fence, who don't care, don't even want to be associated. Those are not the people I'm talking to. I'm talking about those of us who believe in our ancestral lands and believe that it needs to be secured. If you care about your country, I beg you, tune into what is going on. We all need to put hands together to fix this. Nobody's coming to fix it. Donald Trump has put out the tweet. Whenever they are ready, they will send the people they need to send. But in the meantime, you need to be educating your people. You need to be telling your people to stay guarded, to keep their head on a swivel. Tell them to be ready so they do not have to get ready. Okay, enough said. Make it not be like say I come here, come talk another thing. I promise myself say I no go shout as I come this live. I beg. Please continue to double tap the screen to like.
Very National Youth President, a victim of Fulani men. A lot has been going on the last few days in this country, Nigeria. And I want to specifically say something this morning that is very, very important, and that we must be able to learn from the history. And if this our so-called holy marriage cannot work, I don't know what is difficult for us to go our different ways. I don't know if it is a forced for somebody to continue in a violent marriage. I don't know if it's a force for us to continue living as in Nigeria. I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of reactions yesterday, a lot of articles. Why Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to death. I'm sentenced to life imprisonment, not sentenced to death by hanging. And Yorubas are busy celebrating on social medias. Yoruba, about 4 days ago, there was something happened in my local government in Nigeria where some Fulani and Hausa are planning to install Seriki and Emir of Bokoda and Butepare, particularly high school in Butepare. High school, my primary school in Butepare, and Butepare is a place that I was grew up right from my childhood. And when I saw it, I quickly do something, and to the glory of God, leaders of Nigeria yesterday put that into an end. Just 4 days ago, 3 days ago, CSC Church was ambushed in Kwara State. Fulani men attacked the church. Fulani have been attacking everywhere, and Mr. President keep quiet. There's no standing order. There's no, as a commander-in-chief of Armed Forces of the Republic of Nigeria, Mr. President act as if he doesn't know what is happening, all because of Mr. President is trying to pamper Hausa people, pamper the Fulani in the northern part of this country, because if we get a vote or if we take an action against them, out of air, somebody will be coming on air. Coming on live social media, going on television to be saying, give bandit, amnesty, give bandit, negotiate with the terrorists. People that kill, I was in the hands of Fulani men bandits for 12 days. I know what I passed through. I know what I went through. Nigeria needs help. Now, let me go back to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. Fulani men, let me just, Buhari may soon not rest in peace. Buhari, your soul will never rest in peace in the name of Jesus. Buhari, may Allah kill your soul. I'm going to be saying it. Do you know how many soldiers that Buhari bring to the eastern part of this country to molest and destroy people because they are asking for a freedom? We are not one Nigerian. Yoruba Dide. Igbo are not your enemy. Yoruba, Igbo is not your enemy. Igbos are friendly people. They are doing business in Lagos. They have not for one kidnapped Yorubas. Yes, if there are criminals in Yoruba, there are criminals among the Igbos. Not everybody is a criminal, but they are not doing what the bandits, the criminals is doing. Do you know what they did to somebody, maybe some or a guy in the northern part of this country, because he defend himself? They sentences to death by Angi. What kind of wicked and ruthless justice is that? For defending himself against bandit? Self-defense is not in law. Bandits are having peace meeting at local government. Your vice president, Shetima, was it not the head of Boko Haram? For how long does this country belong to the northern part of this country? If the oil we are enjoying today belong to the north, we will have divided this country. May Nigeria never work for us in Jesus' name. Let us go our separate way. This is about sentiment. Fulani, it was Fulani man that arrested Nnamdi Kanu. Now they set it up. They give it to a Yoruba judge. Omatosho, he doesn't use his common sense. They give him the script was written, sentencing to death. Sentencing to life imprisonment. just because Tinubu want to win second time. Don't you know that the northern part of this country will betray Tinubu? They are the one behind all this thing just because of Tinubu's second time. Just because what Tinubu is doing is not favorable to them. They believe that what Tinubu is doing is not favorable to them. They believe that the country belongs to them. They believe that they can do all things at their own disposal. They believe that everything they do is final. We are not one Nigeria, and this Nigeria cannot work. We will go to a separate way. We go to a separate way. I just preach us who are bringing that criminal who is advocating for negotiation with the bandit. They came to Oyo 2 days ago. That shoeless man. And somebody, I believe the people of Oyo will to caution that man that want to become governor of Oyo State. Yeah, why is Shari? Now they are in Kwara, they are in Ondo State, they are close to Shogbo now. I pity all Yorubas. Igbos are not your enemy. Igbo kì í ṣọ̀tá Yorùbá, Igbo kì í ṣọ̀tá yín, ọ̀tá yín ni Fulani. Our enemies are the Fulani X-Men. Every day Fulani is coming to Lagos with trailer. Just 4 days ago, 5 days ago, about 20 trailer load people, these people from the northern part to Agege. Agege is their kingdom. Until this thing happen in Lagos, before they will know that there is fire on the mountain. You are loading people from the north. What are they coming here to do? Is Lagos their Bonu? Is Lagos their Sambisas forest? I could do big. They are breaking all of them. They are breaking them. Come to Ikorodu now. Ewasi Ikorodu. Láti Sabo. Go to Berigbe. Go to all this. Go to from Sabo down to Berigbe. Igbe, Lara, Fulani, and Lokadarada. They are more than 2 million. Atenuje Yoruba, Emma Kobarayi, Yoruba, she made after the Pine. Go to Korodu now, you are Korodu, they don't have a land again. They have sold all their lands. Now they are bringing Fulani to come and do Okada. Put them in their community, on Bolo, Atenuje Pine, look at this in Yoruba. She made a bony, Emma Gmon. Esukuforai, cry for your future, cry for your children, don't cry for Inabikalu. Don't like my brother Egmon should have said, don't cry for Inabikalu, cry for your own children, cry for your own future. Buhari ni Kureo, because Buhari is the one that caused all this happening in Nigeria Army today, bringing Boko Haram, the better bandits to the Nigeria Army. They are the one that look at the way they kill, and a general for that matter, who they killing as if it's a foul, and no statement for the Nigerian Army forces, and no statement for the presidency, no statement, machine. It's a pity, God. Why do you bring to this country, God? I mean, what have been Nigeria? What have been in country more? I was born in Liberia, but I would have. My parents should have come to this country. Is it a country? This is not a country. A country that value goats, that value animal, that value the cow, the human being, and you are killing. Allah Akbar, you kill. Allah Akbar, Allah, you kill. The name of Allah. Inabikali. Don't cry for him. He has fought his battle. Do you think you can kill the spirit of Biafra? Biafra will come today, one day. Or you could have started it, another man. Somebody is still coming. People are still coming. Forget it. Forget it. You can't kill their spirit. Their soul and body is not part of Nigeria again. All those are governors, they are senators, they are just selfish because they don't want to come out because of their so-called business, and are protecting some. In the inner, they are planning, they know what they are doing. It's just unfortunate that the Igbos, the East cannot unite together. If the Yorubas can unite the way Niger Delta unite when they were extorting Omoye, and I don't take care of that place as a Kubo and laugh of this my man who's a king now, what is it? Today there will not be enough development, although there's no development in South, and the little one is still there. You buy in one room and celebrate Nabikalu. Sunday Omoye to nja fún yín tí àwọn Fulani edite Fanika odi oloku ba ngba yẹn bodo de alatẹnujẹ lọ sí Sunday wọ́n kó bọ́mọ lọ́mọ ẹni tó fẹ́ laborate bọ̀dá tó pẹ̀ náà kankan fún ara kankan fún yẹn owó nìyẹn wà after, doesn't care about Yoruba interest. If you care about Yoruba interest, what is the title of Ààrẹ Kakanfò tó lè dìde kó defend Yorùbá? Torí àtẹnujẹ owó tó yẹ pé ọjọ́ kan máa sùn ẹni kó lọ sọ́run ẹ̀yìn lórí burúkú leader àtẹwà Nàìjíríà. Ṣé this is this country? one day this country calamity is coming. That we have said it now. Calamity is coming. That one day all of us will be able to contain it. Someday, some of our children will be refugees in Benin Republic. Omoye, Oma Shehu Benin Republic. Omoye, Oma Deru Benin Republic.
Any lies? I don't detect any lies. Guys, please continue to double tap the screen device to like, please. If you have not yet liked, thank you to those who have liked. I appreciate it. Thank you. Osas, I don't understand who you're talking to. I want to assume you're not referring to anybody here. So maybe you're referring to someone, I don't know. But please, this type of rhetoric is not allowed on my platform. Okay? I do what I want to do. You don't tell me what to do. Okay? Just in case, by any chance, it is me that you send that message for. All right? Respect yourself or take yourself out of my comment section. All right? Thank you. So let's move this forward.
Now, what this government in power, the APC wants, is to make sure that there's no Southerner on the ballot for the 2027 election. They want it to be between the North and the South. But every Nigerian, whether you belong in the Southeast, in the South-South, in the Southwest, in the Middle Belt, North Central, Northwest, Northeast, we all have that opportunity under the Constitution to participate in an election without any form of infringement. That is why you see they are going after all political parties. They are doing everything possible to make sure that parties does not have the great opportunity for others to be fielded as candidates for the election. It is clear that the APC government cannot deny themselves or disassociate themselves from the crisis that is rocking opposition political party in Nigeria. Look at what is happening in PDP. So are you telling me it was weekend group that took over the headquarters of PDP, that the police will go there and barricade the national headquarters of PDP? In a democracy, the police have no authority to do that. Which court order were they acting upon? Who gave them that mandate to now decide that they can block an entire headquarters of a political party that has various organs by which it can, look at its decisions and then correct them? I think we should look where right opposition political party are necessary to participate. They are political party that are outside power in waiting, and whatever government is doing to undermine the growth and development of political party in Nigeria should be condemned by women in Nigerians, because in the absence of opposition political party, government will make more mistakes. Government will collapse in the essence that the circumstances that exist within the corridors of government will not be able to act as proper checkmate to advise those in power where they are going wrong, to tell them what they need to do. So that is where the check and balance comes from when it comes to what we have as multi-party democracy system. And it is given in the Constitution in Section 40 that every Nigerian has a right to belong to a political party where his right and interest is protected. So anything that you try to do to undermine that by this current APC government should be rejected, and forces must act against it. Nigerian citizens must see the need to stand to defend the right of those who have decided to stay out of politics that is about personal interest, but it's not for the collective interest of. Thank you. The trend.
Okay. Let me quickly go through the comments here. Mahmoud. Okay. So I want to believe that Mahmoud is a terrorist apologist, or maybe you are a terrorist yourself, right? And you are here to come and add your 2 cents, right? So this man said that Buhari will not rest in peace, and I agree with him. Buhari can never rest in fact, he's resting in pieces. Buhari will continue to unalive wherever he is. He will life is whatever it is that is happening, the worst of what is happening here is happening to Buhari, as we mentioned his name. He can never rest well, never. Not here, not even where he is. He can never ever. As many people keep buying, Buhari is receiving serious suffering wherever he is. Okay? You and your terrorist brothers and family, your day is coming. Enjoy Enjoy now. Your day is coming. Trust and believe. Okay? Because you people think you have the monopoly of madness. You people think that you have the monopoly of threats. Buhari can never rest in peace. He said, Engineer Adeosun, welcome. Oh. Thank you very much. Welcome. I won't block him. Let the animal, the cow, let him type again. No, this one now, everybody get the right to talk with they want to talk. But if you talk anyhow, if you move mad, I go tell you, say, means, because all of us will be Nigeria. None of us, our head not correct, in case you don't know. Me everywhere bust. That's what me I want. Okay? If Unaya, I don't know who you they tell me shut up. Oh. I don't know whether now yourself you they talk to. I don't know. Gawalele, welcome. Oh. Exactly, they have come. They are coming with their terrorist behavior. Me I'm ready for them. Hey. Exactly. Official cheat power, welcome. Please, guys, continue to double tap your screen device to like. I beg, na beg I dey beg una. If you have not yet liked, continue to double tap your screen device to like the show, share the video, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. We have a couple of videos to go through, and I've shared my link. For anyone that wants to join the conversation, I will reshare again so we can talk about this. I'm not going to be the only one talking because I have the time I'm going to be shouting. You guys see the state of things in Nigeria. There's no way you can talk like a normal person. Please. Thank you very much. Let's continue.
I think enough is enough. We need to address the main issue now. Where are we? The role of government in governance.
Welcome, Having. Welcome, Cruise City. I see you. Iseo Tracy.
And to provide welfare for the people. Mr. Speaker, we have failed woefully in all this. My other colleague here, Sununu, said over 70 people were killed. My dear colleague from Oyo State said over 50 people were killed. Somebody from Imo said their people are being killed. Go to the northeast, north central, northwest, southeast, southwest, south. Our people are being killed. What are we doing in government? It is important we address this, Mr. Speaker. Is it the time when we have...
Welcome, oh Michael. Welcome.
That we will address this issue? Something has to be done, Mr. Speaker.
I beg, we need more of these people. Make that they talk. The moment of truth is here. Don't be caught silent. Do not be caught silent. Oh, now welcome. Oh, please, as you enter, they like. Oh, they like. I beg. They like as you they enter. If you never like, for those who have liked, thank you. Oh, I greet you now especially.
A blunder of national importance happened recently. So I want you to listen carefully so that you understand the gravity of what poor leadership represents. Now, this blunder included the delegates that were sent to Washington recently, and it was led by the NSC, that's the National Security Advisor to the President. Among these delegates were ministers, service chiefs, and the Attorney General of the Federation. Now, when you look at these people, let us checkmate their offices. The National Security Advisor is an appointment office. It's not an office that has track record in diplomacy. It's not an office that understands the an appointment that is granted by the president to advise on security issues. We've put that out right. We now have service chiefs. Among the service chiefs is the Inspector General of Police. What role does the Inspector General of Police have in terms of diplomacy? Like, why is he among the delegates that were sent to Washington from Nigeria? Does he have any experience? He does not have any experience whatsoever. The Attorney General of the Federation What experience does the Attorney General of the Federation have in issues and matters of diplomacy? You see, the civil service of any government is the backbone of every government in any country. The civil service is the backbone. As if they remove your backbone now, you cannot work, you become paralyzed. But what's happening in our civil services? We are our ambassadors. What is the caliber of individuals that are in our civil service? When you go there, what do you see? You see different people who are just ghost workers. If they are not ghost workers, they are just individuals who are looking for a salary. So the civil service does not evolve. There's no innovation. There's nothing. No aspirations, no patriotism, just individuals signing papers, moving it from offices to offices, sitting down, gossiping and breaking groundnuts. These are the people that are supposed to run the government. Like if the government of a country is a business, the staff that are running those offices are our civil servants, are the civil service rather. So we now have an NSA leading delegates to the Washington, and then they were received by a congressman. Received by a congressman. Do you know what the equivalent of a congressman in Nigeria? It's a House of Representative. A country like Nigeria, we call ourselves the giants of Africa. We have huge human resources, economy, mineral resources, all the lot. Now NSA, now they send, make a lead delegates to Washington. And what does Washington see? They see a system that is struggling to organize itself, a system that does not know what it is doing. Like, imagine a confused system. Because every minister is the political head of any ministry. I don't know if you are getting me. Like the Minister for Culture and Tourism is the political head for that ministry. And so when it comes to culture and tourism, talking about Dirty December has no cultural implication in Nigeria. So it makes you question the caliber of leaders that we have in this country. And it takes us back to the way leadership is being granted. It's just political compensation. Somebody struggle for one position, you know, get them, you compensate them with minister. Person do this one, he campaign for you, you compensate them with this position. So you have people who are ignorant of the office, who do not have the information of that office, heading those offices and leading them where to doom. So now congressman and they receive our delegates. Do you guys understand what diplomacy is about? The currency of diplomacy is access. Access. You have different people in different places buying access with different powers. Buying access with different powers. There's a movie I watched yesterday called 13 Hours, Soldiers in Benghazi. What saved the US Army in Benghazi was diplomacy. It was one of the individuals there that was not even a soldier, they were making different calls, calling all the powers that they knew there, and it was a rebel force or a rebel military force that was able to evacuate them. If not, they don't die, finish. In matters of external security and intelligence, the Director General of the NIA was absent in these delegates. That's the Director General of Intelligence of a country that is supposed to tell you the landscape, talk about the challenges they are facing and how to, navigate the waters that they are currently in. This murky water, this dirty water we were in with all this insecurity was absent. So you start questioning. You start questioning the mindset of the president of this country. You start questioning the caliber of people that are surrounded. You start questioning the kind of system that is functioning in this country. You are received by a congressman, a House of Rep. When other countries have bought access, they are lobbying, they have mouths. you don't have mouth. Let me be clear. When a nation establishes itself as the strongest nation in the world, and they have everything to show for it and back it up, right? When a nation establishes themselves like that, different people will be looking for favors there. Mind you, we don't manufacture our weapons, do we? We don't. We do not manufacture our weapons. We do not have any way to protect ourselves. So we have to do these things. Weak nations do. Nigeria is a weak nation, heavily divided by several factors. Deep inside your head, you are still divided. So divided that even down to family, you are divided. Are you getting me? So people lobby for power. But this is a catastrophic mistake and an embarrassment to the systems that we have in place. We have great ambassadors that we pass knowledge, who have retired, that we pass knowledge, that we impact knowledge back into the civil service. They are retired with peanuts. They are collecting under 100,000 in pension. Those are people who have amassed network, knowledge, information that you do not have to pay and suffer for again, that they just need to hand over and serve advisory roles in our country. And I don't abandon them, because everything is political appointments. Somebody that does not know Jack, they will appoint him there. Run that ministry to the ground. So the USA have seen a political appointee leading delegates to Washington. You expect them to take you seriously. How can they take you seriously? I want you guys to understand something and take your lives very seriously. In this country that we call Nigeria, that we are grossly divided, one thing is for sure, that as a divided people, we've not brought our greatest minds to the table. We cannot brag to say that from Benue State, this is the mindset and this is what they have contributed to this table called Nigeria. All of us have failed and all of us are looking for who to blame. 2027 is around the corner. We go there like say they speak too much English, but we go here waiting when. If you do not buckle yourself, because one thing I know is for certain, when a farmer plants something, if you plant corn, when you go that farm, any other crop where you see for there, they uproot them. That is the mindset we should have. The mindset to uproot unwanted elements from this country. And when they uproot all those weeds, they uproot them to burn them. That is my mindset. We cannot keep petting corruption and petting inconsistencies and petting failure in leadership and hoping that a Messiah will come and save us. We need to start increasing pressure, serious pressure. I like it now. Everybody is having conscience. They are coming to the table to talk. But when we started, it was looking like, you know, these are the activists. Because they born me, right, activists for my head. You guys are not feeling what is happening. You have refused to open your mind to actually check the landscape of the systems that are governing us. You are waiting for one thing to react to, and everybody is now using it as content creation. Let me tell you, the suffering of this country, the demise is not content creation. For most of you who are thinking this is how to gain numbers, you will die and leave these numbers.
Bam!
You will die and leave this land.
Bam!
But what happens to the next generation? What are the solutions we are bringing in place? Where is our youth leadership? Because it is very clear that these people do not know what they are doing, and all our systems are decaying every day at an alarming rate. Okay? You can't allow us to have political parties. All political parties and access are given to old cargoes who are going to continue to replicate this survival mode. Because what is happening in the average mind of a Nigerian? Wake up, grind, you are in survival. You can't even think.
Exactly.
Look at the caliber of, look at the kind of decision making in terms of the composition of delegates that were sent to Washington. We are here shouting, oh, US should come. Look at what they sent to US. Who will take Nigeria seriously? Every time, the only advice that you give is how to distract the citizens. We can't It's either they are giving Nnamdi Kanu life sentence when they are not supposed to give them, and then you have another person, somebody, talking about defending terrorists and telling you that they have territories and they are protecting their territories, and so they have to protect the bandits who are killing people and unaliving individuals, kidnapping students. Look at our Brigadier General, murdered, butchered. Nothing. The army is not even shaking.
They're not flinch. Oh!
How cancerous corruption is. No conscience, everybody now cannot talk because their hands don't stay inside oil. Oil
Of
don't
course,
stain everybody's shirts.
don't stain their whites.
That is what has happened. Undermining authority on various levels. When I tell you people we don't have control of our data, a brigadier general escapes from captivity, sends message on the platform that we do not own, that our military now is operating porously. The owner of WhatsApp can see our security profile. They can look into the security of Nigeria and see all the messages, intercept, resend, forward.
Ew.
They went back, kidnapped him.
He's
gone. Because both you and terrorists are using the same medium of communication. And you say that you guys have it. We can't even develop a simple chatting application for our security officials. They are sending IGP of police as delegates to go and do what? Who is going to be his counterpart there? Who is he going to be having conversations with? Who will they follow talk? Does he know anything about diplomacy? Do you know what diplomacy is? You don't. You are there. Do you think it's a course? This video, I hope it has opened your eye to understand how serious we need to take our lives. Because all these men will die and go. All of them will die and go. You will marry and give birth to weak children who did not come and see their fathers fighting for their children.
Oh!
This kind of complacency.
This man.
This defeatist mindset that everybody is defeated. Everybody has been softened by hardship. When there's no need for this in the first place. I hope this exposes you. So when somebody starts pressuring you and putting different things online and it's trending and you are throwing your energy there, understand systems. Understand how these things work in the first place. How does the legislative system work? How does the system of our senators work? How does the judiciary work? How does the presidency work? Because if we do not give ourselves this information, we have chosen to be ignorant and we have ourselves to blame.
Bam!
Yes, we've been forsaken, but we have to make a decision as a people. African champion. Out.
You see, that is a man. Okay? All those punk-ass men, when they go full social media, all they talk about irrelevant issues. Irrelevant issue after irrelevant issue. Do you know how long this guy has been doing this? You don't tell when I know this boy, you don't tell. His message never change. Why some people they think of how they want to marry wives, born plenty children. Did you hear what he said? You end up giving birth to weak children who never saw their fathers or their mothers fight for their rights. You think that this terrorism is just going to disappear like that? If you don't fight for your ancestral land, the children that are left, they will become slaves. It's not a cause. It is the obvious trajectory of things. Look at what they are doing. They kidnapped what? They said it was 77 how many children from that Catholic school. Guess how many? 315, and they're still counting. 3 and 4 year olds, they're amongst those children when they steal. In a country with men. I cannot talk. Let me just leave it alone. No, Dim, I hope I did not interrupt while he was passing the wrong message. I mean, I waited because I knew how important his messages are. I waited. So I did not, I know I did not interject where he was talking. So if I did, I apologize for that because I know that the guy is always making sense. All right? Yeah, ONV, music, exactly. Competition to be the worst government in Nigeria. The next trying to outdo the last. They are exchanging it. He has said it all. Anybody that is, all of you that are prepping for 2027 election, you go plant cassava. When you reach the cassava farm, you see another weed, they glow, they compete with your cassava. What do? You uproot it and fling it away. You gather all those weed, put am for one corner, set am, put light matches on top, the thing go burn to the ground. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Esther, welcome sis. Happy Saturday. Thank you, my sister. Religion na so one of their pastors come out, they pray, they embarrass themselves on top of, so they pray. Is this the time for prayers? This is the time to hunker down. This is the time to get creative with tools. I cannot talk too much. Una no come put me for trouble when I never ready to enter right now, because there's a lot to expose. Nigerians ought to be getting creative now. They're supposed to, if you go Red Note, China app, oh my God. All the children for there, they are creating one thing or the other. And they wonder where Nigerians dey. You supposed to they learn how to be creative now with everything when you get. Oh man, head on a swivel at all times. You must be ready. You must be ready so you don't have to get ready. Whatever you have in your house. Oswan, Nigeria. Let's continue. They not get choice. Donald Trump is going to act because Donald Trump is pissed. Did you hear him again? Nigeria is a disgrace. Disgrace. He made another comment again now. I think I shared it. I shared it on my community page. Make I read that. Then we move to the next video. Yeah? I share. He said, Donald Trump said, I think Nigeria is a disgrace. I can only imagine his face as he's saying it. The whole thing is a disgrace. You don't listen to all of una leaders. You know, see who they send to go. See the people when meet una NSC for America. So embarrassment. Una never see anything. He said the whole thing is a disgrace. They are unaliving people by the thousands. It's a genocide. And I'm really angry about it. Donald Trump don't vex. So if he wake up tomorrow, I no go shock. Say things they happen. I will not blush. I no go shock. I no go shock. I've said this thing before. Nigerians in the diaspora, for those who care about if you care about, this is a message for those who care about their ancestral lands. I'm not talking to those who want to drink cappuccino tea forever. No, they like the soft life. They don't want, and they give birth to weak children generation after. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to people who have concern about their ancestral land. If your ancestral land is in that geographical location and you are sleeping with your eyes closed, everything, you are not ready. You are not ready. Every man supposed to they think now, they get creative on how to develop the necessary tools to take back your ancestral land. I'm not talking about Nigeria. I'm talking about your ancestral land. Anyway, let's move on. I say I no go shout today. Nigeria matter. Now make me they consider whether I go even bother coming out. I know they like. Let's laugh small.
This is all I can come up with.
Sorry, guys.
My governor.
money for this.
This is all I can come up with. Give this to your brothers. Let them calm down for
My
now.
brothers in the forest are very, and this will not be enough. When they start killing and start taking people's life, don't come, yo. Don't.
Tell them to stop. Hey, hello, please. How many years they give them?
100 years, sir.
100 years.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why now? No be waiting. This is not what we discussed. I told this judge, life sentence. Death by hanging. Give me phone. Let me call this judge.
Excellency, calm down. You know, the judge actually wanted to give him that death sentence. But you know he's a Christian. So he quoted Book of Matthew. And then he decided to...
He used Book of Matthew.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know how you are with Book of Matthew. You're very emotional when it comes to Matthew.
That verse usually enter my heart.
Yes.
He quoted Matthew.
Yes.
He touched me.
Yeah.
No problem. Take the idiot away.
Take who? You criminal in public office. You deserve to be behind bars. Take me to where? For what? So you sentence people who criticize government, those of us demanding for a better country. You sentence us to 100 years in prison. Meanwhile, you are holding so-called stakeholder meeting with non-terrorists. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Who is terrorist? You are the terrorist if you don't know. You are the terrorist.
How am I a terrorist?
How are you not a
For
terrorist?
demanding free and fair election. What makes me a terrorist?
Yes, you want common food for our mouth. Why you? What is the meaning of terrorist? Define terrorist.
How am I a terrorist?
Define terrorist.
Terrorist is a person who uses violence, who threatens your national interest and territorial integrity. Yes.
What is the difference between what you just defined and who you are?
Are you not the one coming to our territory?
Exactly.
Our position, you after it, you want to do a lateral reform. You want to do so that you come out food for our mouth. It will not work for you. It's coming through hunger. You're coming through hunger.
You know that with free and fair election, criminals like you cannot be in public office because you have no business there. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ori buruku lense o, ori buruku lense.
Lense too.
Normal, they're not supposed to better for all of una. Una not go die well.
Better for the whole. You don't see who they better for the whole you.
That is what you are saying.
Yes.
That is what you are saying.
Yes.
A generation of young people will rise up in this country. We will ensure that this country will work in our lifetime. And thieves like you will be chased out of public office.
Let them rise.
We must rescue ourselves. We will call the international community. Let the whole world know what is happening in this country. Make them come and help us to kill all these terrorists, including you terrorist leaders.
Which international community? Listen, we are a sovereign nation. We are a sovereign nation.
Ha! Sovereign nation.
Be correct me.
You are a sovereign nation. Sovereign nation where commander-in-chief they share sovereignty with terrorists. Ori bruku sovereignty now we they do for this country. It not go better for all of you now. Allow me to talk. I'm not a terrorist. Allow me. This country must work in our lifestyle. Shame on you. You are criminals. I'm not a thief.
Why this guy did suffer himself? Wonder. People when they fight for self,
They're not even interested.
They're not even interested. They're not die for people when no like you.
And many people do not like this guy.
I'm telling you. Have Wi-Fi for prison.
They won't have access. Governor, you have not finished with us. We need more money. This money will not be enough for us, me and my brothers.
My dear bandit. Oh, sorry, my dear brother. This thing you are doing, you are demanding too much. You know how much I gave you yesterday?
Add something, my governor. Add something.
You're always requesting for extra.
You want my people now to be angry. They will not be. My brothers there will be angry.
We've been cooperating now.
Give us more things. Let us guard the forest.
Please shoot small. I want too much.
These people are really trying.
Very peaceful people. You know, they try for us.
His Excellency, you actually know how to manage this.
I know.
You have sense.
I know. You know, I studied criminal law.
You're a good leader.
I'm telling you.
You're a good leader.
Like this now, they go guide our bush. They go secure places for us.
Aye. This is a good idea.
One would know.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, so what next?
Vacation.
Hey, how apt. Now, I want to bring you this interview with Gani Adams, actually. I said I was going to bring that. Hold on one second. This interview with Gani Adams talking about the terrorism in Yoruba land. I want us to hear. Oh, Aswan. Oh, shoot. I missed spelling. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go.
The program. I had to sit down with Iba Gani Adams to discuss banditry in the southwestern part of the nation and the broader security situation in the country. He condemned the Kwara killings and warned of a looming crisis.
Guys, please continue to double tap to like.
Gani Adams, thank you so much.
Thanks
for your time.
to those who have liked, but please continue to double tap.
We had a sit down, a conversation on this program. It was during the Babanla attack, the same Kwara state. Even though it was a very brief interview, you did highlight some concerns.
Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry.
During that interview. Now, about 2-3 weeks, fast track, we are talking about another attack in the same Kwara state, a local government, the CAC church. What is going on within Nigeria's southwest?
Well, we're in a situation that our country is in a serious security threat. What is happening in most of the states now call for
concern. I believe so too, Tracy. He has been very outspoken.
Nigerian citizens. What happened in
the last
Kwara
video
State
he
is
did. I'm
minimal to what is happening
later.
in the southwest. We have pocket of kidnappings on a daily basis in the state, especially Ondo, Ekiti, Kwara, Kogi, Ogun State in the Yewa area. Even in Oyo State, one of the reasons that you could not witness serious incident of security threat is because Makinde recruited a lot of cops for the Amotekun. And the Iruku incident, that's not the first time that they were attacking that city, that community.
It's not the first time.
It's not the first time. From the information in my disposal, it's about 5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
How come? We're just.
It was just coincidental because of the church. Because attack on the church. Because of the issue of Christian genocide from the crowd. And what happened in Babanla? It's not only Babanla. The attack affected about 22 communities, and they were displaced. And at the end of the crisis, almost 36 people lost their life. Having the good authority that those Kwara State recruited for State Forest Guard, few of them, about 10 of them out of 36, they paid them 10 million naira. They paid 10 million naira to their family to compensate them. But what of the other people that did not belong to the security structure of the state were not being paid? And moreover, we hold a press conference on Tuesday. And what is the reason behind that process? We got an information on a very serious authority that we have been highly infiltrated in the southwest.
There is already an infiltration.
By whom? By these terrorists in most of the communities in Yoruba land. Kogi and Kwara, it's just like a buffer zones to southwest. And what they are doing in Kogi and Kwara is just a test of ground to start the major attacks in the southwest. The information in our disposal is that they want to attack Oyo, Ekiti, Ondo, and Lagos State.
Oyo, Ekiti, Ondo, and Lagos State. You have it on good authority.
Yeah, Ondo, Ekiti, and Lagos State.
Who are these people?
Well, those are the people that you are seeing that are attacking various places in Nigeria.
Are they of any particular, tribal extraction?
Well, in some cases you call them bandits. In some cases you call them Fulani headmen. But when you are talking of international terrorist organization, we have ISIS and ISWAP in Nigeria. We have Boko Haram too. And the three name was just a popular name, but different pocket of groups break from those organizations. And I can tell you authoritatively that this thing is being coordinated by some foreigners. It goes beyond Nigerians. And one of the reasons behind this attack is three issues. It's religion motivated, it's economic motivated, and ethnicity is there. And different groups have their own way of target on the basis of their own ideology. When you see the crisis is flowing from the northeast to the northwest, north centers. And I was surprised when I heard the governor of Benue State that there was now Christian genocide in the state yesterday. I was shocked. And the governor was a religion leader before he became a governor of the state. Even we that was not living in Middle Belt, we are being worried, seriously concerned about the incident that is happening in Benue State and Plateau State. And on a daily basis, we got information of attack from different communities. And I don't know how this man wants to classify genocide. When a race is attacking other race and try to wipe them out of the system or from the state or community, there is no way you will classify it as genocide. And majorly in the population of Plateau State and Benue State, Christian are majorities. And the location this attack is being affected was Christian area. As the area on the Kakampu of Yoruba land, I have the duty and responsibility to inform my people, to inform Yoruba people that we should be vigilant, we should prepare ourselves, we should inform the relevant authority if we see any strange face, any strange movement in your community, because we realize that if you don't give us that information, there's no way we will act. I have written a letter to the Southwest governors since January last year that there is need for us to partner. Security is not about the government effort alone. In the situation we are now, all hands must be on deck.
Where has the government been getting it wrong in this fight? Because we recently saw Mr. President jig his security chiefs, with the hopes that this fight would make some headway. But we are still talking about these attacks, and the intensity of it.
You can't rigid your security architecture without decentralizing it. Even in the United States, with the population of about 235 billion people, they have a full structure of security. Federal police, state police, and even county police. Even sometimes they have sheriffs. UK, that was running something like a unitary system of government. They have about 2 to 3 structures of policing. But Nigerian government insisted that they stand on having only one central policing. Assuming President Tinubu approved state police, allow local government police, I can assure you these security threats will not arise, will not occur. Why are you dodging state policing? Why do you want to have only one police in your control? Recently said he will create a federal government forest guard. If you allow state police for the governors and local government police, within the state police structure from the governors, they will create a department of forest guide. Even the local government police, they will create a department of forest guard. The allocations to the local government have increased seriously, like 300%. Local government that was given about 120, 130 million naira before are being given almost 500 million naira. If the money went directly to the local government chairman without giving this money to the joint account of the governor, that the governor will take it from them, they will use 50 or 70 million naira to take care of the security of that local government. And every government is local. Everything starts from the local. The security starts from the local. Touching the life of the people starts from the local. The state is just a government of coordinating the local government. Because the citizen have the opportunity to meet the local government chairman and to meet the governors. There's some mistake the federal government did that caused this problem.
What kind of mistake?
One, you didn't allow state police and local government police. Two, you went to Supreme Court to got a judgment that the money given to the local government should go to their account directly. The governor come to you and lobby you that they have a project they want to do together. You should allow them to get this money, to take this money on the joint account for 2 years. And the local government chairman realized that in the role of giving them allocation, they are giving them 500 million naira. Some governors are giving them just 30 million naira. They will fold their hand on the issue of insecurity. They won't even spend up to 2 million naira on this insecurity. But if they are getting their money 100%, the committee will sit down with them and arrange local vigilante to secure their environment.
But what do you also make of some of this, particularly in some northern regions in Nigeria, where we are seeing some government officials, particularly at the local level, are reaching some sort of peace pact with these bandits?
Well, that was a suicide mission ideology for you to say that you want to have a peace pact with criminal. Criminal will always be a criminal. Look at what happened to Brigadier General Uba that was killed in an operation either last weekend. The man has escaped to a forest and he sent information to the headquarters for a rescue. And he sent his location to them in the headquarters. The aircraft, chopper that's supposed to come and pick him, helicopter that's supposed to come and pick him, did not sight him. The terrorists just went straight to where this man died and picked him like a chicken and waste that gallant soldier. Brigadier General for that matter, only one rank to be a Major General. Nigeria Army, Nigeria security are being infiltrated by these terrorists. If they are not being infiltrated, they won't have guns to be confronting our Nigerian Army. Nigerian Army before was one of the best army in the world, in any peacekeeping. Even Nigerian police too. What is the problem? That these few evil elements that Nigerian army cannot suppress them, and Nigerian police, even our DSS. When you watch the video clips, how much are these terrorists on the basis of numbers that lay ambush to a troops of about 6 vehicles and 2 armored tanks? The terrorists that lay ambush for them, they are not up to 20. How did they have the information that they will pass there on the basis of patrol? They have intel from the Nigerian security.
All right, we'll pick up on that once we return from the break. Do stay with us. We will be right back.
Anyway, that's basically it. That's what I want you guys to see. Okay, so here's the deal, right? So clearly, allegedly, because of the way Nigeria is, I hear that they have international network. So I have to even be careful with some of the things I say, right? Is that allegedly your government is complicit. In fact, there are videos of people, of these terrorists coming out and saying that the Nigerian government is the one sponsoring them. I'm sure you guys have seen some of those videos.
National integrity. We have been saying it. We have been saying it, that we used to have a nation called Nigeria. And we Nigerians were proud to go abroad and boast that we have a country where we have Christians and Muslims 50-50 living in peace without implosion. We were very glad to be what we were doing. And we were making progress in national integration. What is happening right now should not be happening. There's no question about it that what is happening should not be happening. Children should not be picked from schools. We should not be traveling on the roads with our hearts in our minds. We should not be sleeping with one eye open. And we should not be in a country where we can't just travel when we want and go back when we want. And government cannot say that it is not their responsibility. They can say it if they like, but nobody agrees. That's why we have a government. They asked for our votes. We voted for them, at least so they said. They said we voted for them. Do the work. Do the work. Keep us safe. You have all the money of Nigeria at your disposal to do whatever you like with it. It's those monies, those resources are not available to the ordinary Nigerian. Certainly not to the religious leaders, as far as I know. So I think the first thing we must agree is that there should be truth in this matter. The truth should be out that things are not correct. What is happening is not good, and let the government agree instead of all the time defending itself, denial. There is nothing wrong in Nigeria. There's nothing here that is not happening anywhere else. That's not helping us at all. It's not helping us at all. And they are not reflecting the mood and the feelings of the millions of Nigerians who are living in fear and anxieties. Not to talk of the millions who have suffered tremendously from insurgents and all kinds of violent criminals. Whether you begin to label them with religious titles, whether they are Muslims or Islamic or not, is another matter. But the fact remains that nobody can counteract that Nigerians are being killed. They are being killed, and we believe the government knows who are those killing Nigerians. And the government's duty is to stop them from killing Nigerians. And so far, we have not seen adequate action in this regard. My hope is that the noise that has been generated in the last 1 or 2 weeks from America, and the noise that the terrorists are also generating in Nigeria with the frequent actions that they are taking on our poor children. We hope that will wake up everybody who should be doing something to make sure that the country is safe. It is good that my president has suspended going to South Africa. That's what we expect of the president to do. Sit here and make sure that the country begins to get safe. We hear that the Minister of Defense has been sent back to his state to go and sort things out. But I hope they know things are wrong, not only in his state, in Katsina. The things are wrong all over the country. Benue State, Plateau State, even the federal capital, Niger State. There's problem everywhere. And I think if the government agrees that they have not done well, then they will look for help. Then they will take more different action. They will stop boasting and they will stop politicking. And they should stop thinking of 2027. Let them talk about 2025 and 26 so that we can survive until then. This is the feeling of most Nigerians.
See airport, oh, Mona see airport. See the crowd. I don't know so na don upgrade you na airport too, but it be like market, sha. See am. People don't food that they run.
The whole thing is a disgrace. They're killing people by the thousands. It's a genocide, and I'm really angry about it. We pay, we give a lot of subsidy to Nigeria. We're going to end up stopping. The government's done nothing. They're very ineffective. They're killing Christians at will. And, until I got involved in it 2 weeks ago, nobody even talked about it.
Well, President Trump is reacting today to what we've been covering for a couple of weeks now, but really leaned in with my panel that I hosted at the UN at the request of Ambassador Michael Waltz, and he also invited superstar rapper Nicki Minaj, because she has a pastor who's Nigerian and has jumped into this as an advocate for those under attack. Horrific violence in Nigeria.
Babatunde, welcome. Oh, God is not taking. God created you and I to take control. He ain't going to take control of nada. He don't already give it to na need. So now they wait for God to take control. Everybody go buy and be that. You already dig your grave ready. That's what it means. That's what you are saying.
Of those groups, including Boko Haram, and some
enough
of
this very weak talk. Always looking for somebody to push it on.
For years, some experts, as well as the president, are saying that the mass slaughter needs to be contained. And you heard him here. The government now over there has to do something about this. I joined U.S. Ambassador Waltz for an event on the crisis earlier this week.
I served in Nigeria helping train their Navy SEALs for hostage rescues and to go find.
I have one more video to show you people. I'll call it a day. I don't want to shout today because anything about Nigeria and I shout. Anything about Nigeria, I can't do without not shouting, So, my people. So here's the video. This is the last video that he did.
Somebody says, Reverend Gachomo, will stop exposing the government, your own government, your country. I say, so I'm now exposing my government, in which they are watching me right inside Asoro on social media. Then I say, what of me? That the same government expose us to Fulani killings by refusing to stop Fulani from killing us. Are they not exposing us to them? Their silence is exposing the Christians all over Nigeria. Now, the Boko Haram, the Islam, that they are divided, they are rejoicing, they kill because they know the government cannot do anything when they kill us. They have exposed us to Islamic terrorists by their silence. Not only silence, they came out publicly and say there's no genocide on Christians. That is another exposure that we are lying. I was at the gravesite from Abuja today. When I was just climbing Hawan Kibo, a phone call comes and say, Reverend, have you heard what is happening? I say, what is happening again? I took they have attacked another one, and that one is more attack. It's more stronger. Sheikh Gumi, the son of Lep Gumi, that used to go and bargain with terrorists. He came out and said all the corpses that we buried is a lie. It's only coffin. We buried coffin. All of them, they are empty. I've mailed his name. He must appear through Interpol. Even when he hides in Saudi Arabia, already they have, even if he hides in Saudi Arabia, I'm very sorry for him. They'll fish him out. He will appear in the International Criminal Court of the world to come and testify. And I want them to put high delegate together with Minister of Defense, SSS of Nigeria. There must be a... I've told the youth in the village to guard the village, to guard that tomb. Because very soon, they will send their machineries to come and dig the grave in the night and remove evidence. The security men that are working in that village and said they should help in guiding the village, the tomb, the monument. And I want the chief judge of Nigeria must be present. If really they want sincerity, factual, they should be present. Chief of Defense, Chief of Army Staff, GOC must be present. Let us dig the grave and see what is there. Who is lying? Turning my tears to become a hypocrite dress. There is an empty coffin. God of vengeance will fight. Go to my Facebook, you will see me crying at the grave. I command the grave by the power of Jesus to release her anger, to hunt down Sheikh Gumi wherever he is. He will never know peace.
That was the last video he did. But I think he's on Twitter. I found a handle, but you know how people can impersonate people on Twitter. So I don't know whether he hasn't confirmed. But he's been on Twitter for a little while. So I've been following his Twitter page. But they took down his Facebook, active Facebook. I don't know. I think YouTube as well. He was on YouTube. I was following him on YouTube. You know? Oh, see my... Oh, I miss this woman. I miss this woman. Oh.
God should descend today. God will
He said, oh, Mama.
Nigerian women will not cry in vain.
Yo, Mama.
Nigerian women will not cry in vain.
I miss this woman.
Will end today. My sisters, if your child lost, will you stay and keep quiet? Will you people stay and keep quiet?
No, ma.
The president now is calling you, come, I want to help you. You don't want to appear. Will you agree? No. Now the first lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet?
No, ma.
Child.
Oh.
There is God. Oh.
Yes, so.
There is God. Oh.
Yes, so.
The blood we are sharing, there is God. Oh.
Hey.
There is God. Oh. There is God. Oh.
Hey. Now this one makes sense.
There is God.
Yeah, this cry makes sense now. Hey, Mama, patience. Oh, Mama, I've always loved you. I don't care. People had a lot of things to say about you. They talk this, I don't care. I say this woman is being herself, her authentic self. We don't care. I love her like that. Mama, we know. We know now. Oh, I miss Patience Jonathan. Now post ID.
There is God.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me bring you the okay. I have a couple more videos for you people. Muna wait, I bet Muna no verse.
In one of his tweets, "Dear Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with all due respect, today I'm going to use your words against you. Before you were president, you criticized the past government so heavily, and some of your criticism are flying all over Twitter, some even made it to headlines. In 2023, Premium Times published an article with the headline, Tinubu criticizes Buhari, other Nigerian leaders for poor governance and failed promises. And here are some of your tweets, Mr. President. My heart bleeds for our people and the country over the death in Yanyan. A government unable to protect its citizens deserves to be queried. You further said, this is Jonathan Army, not the Nigerian army. How can a man who rose to become major be said to be uneducated? Mr. President, you added, if police become the arm wing of PDP, let us know. If any army is now patriotic towards one party, let us know. We will all join army. Again, Mr. President said, too many lives are being wasted, too many blood being shed, too many limbs severed, yet this government carries on its cavalier attitudes. Mr. President again said, on matters of security, the buck stops at the president's table. Like in other countries, Jonathan is the chief security officer. Stop Boko Haram. Again, Mr. President said, the festering Boko Haram attacks on Northeast and massacre of innocent citizens is concrete proof that Nigeria has no government. This is not all. There is one more that I want to read. Mr. President said, I have no fear, either my political future or present. My greatest fear is for Nigeria and Nigerians. Nigeria is in the wrong hands. Mr. President, now Nigeria is in your hand, but it's not getting any better. The killing accelerates even better. Mr. President, here we are, Nigerians, crying to you. We're not asking for much, we're just demanding for the bare minimum. Just give us peace. That's all we need.
Mona here. This is a Mona here waiting this woman talk. Let me read it first. She said, they took us to Shegumi's house to discuss about the kidnappers. We contributed 800,000 naira for Gumi. He told us that was just for transport. I cried and I pled with him, saying, I am a widow. He said it wasn't his concern. This is the kidnapped student's mother, one of the mothers.
And I just they do meeting, they do committee meeting, then carry us to Gumi side and do meeting. The same who commit this Ahmed, I forgot the name. They invite one thing that they come and we gather money, almost 800,000. We give her. He said that one is a transport motor. And I started crying. He said, me, I'm the wisdom. I don't have husbands. I just train this boy to help me tomorrow. Please, he said that one, no concern. The person is a Fulani. They invite it to come for one office for Kaduna Jail. We just try the beggar. He said no. He said until you pay so amount. He said we don't have much. He said almost 500 million.
Initially, they asked, they were after the government paying that money, 500 million. So after, anytime they call, like me in particular, they kept calling me, Madam, Kijaki Magana, the government,
welcome, my
sister, to the government so that they will go and pay that money. So all I kept telling them was, I am a widow. I cannot have access to the government. Maybe if my husband were to be alive, maybe you know somebody who will help him to talk to the government. But I am a widow. I cannot have access to the government. So when they kept calling me for almost 2 weeks, I kept telling them the same thing. So at the end, they started calling that, okay, how much have you people gathered? I said, how much? Who are the people you are talking about? They said, the parents. I said, no. we are poor people. Most of us are widows, and even those that have their husbands and those that even have their wives, they cannot. They are petty. They are peasants. So they don't have any money to contribute. So he said, oh, people, if government does not pay, I said, all we are trying to do is to see if the government can assist us. Okay, are you saying that if the government does not pay, you people will allow you leave your children? Okay, I've already killed one.
Hey!
That was what he told.
Jesus. Hey! Salo boa, you born pikin finish. Person you just carry am like that. You come dey negotiate for pikin. They go dey tell you, make you bring money when you never see for your life. Salo boa. And some people go come here, they go say, oh, we need more children. Oh, salo boa. Omoye, control yourself.
An earlier guest who actually said that there's a possibility of a complicity within the presidency.
That wasn't a governor, that was Shegumi. They went to, so those mothers are the mothers of the children that were kidnapped. Somebody took them to go and negotiate with Shegumi. I think Kaduna, the state is Kaduna.
And Nigeria's military, and that has allowed kidnapping and banditry to persist. So could a U.S. intervention at this point be the most effective solution?
That person that says he suspects complicity either from the ruling party or the administration or the military is not out of place. As a matter of fact, if you would ask me, I think dealing with the subject of the relationship or the attitude of the Nigerian government with regards to these Islamists, I think it is better dealt with as a matter of complicity than any failure or whatsoever. Reason being, we have a scenario where people who rape women, who kill, who carry possibly arms that are far more sophisticated than our military, carry firepower that a single soldier does not have. You look at the chains they wear, you look at the anti-aircraft guns, you look at the RPGs and all of that. They would ride on motorcycles for possibly a couple of kilometers, come into a community, and then they sit with Islamic clerics, they sit with armed military officers, with politicians, they hold the microphone, they give their brief and dictate why they should not be called terrorists, how they are also human beings and all of that. And then sometimes they are even shared by the same people who are supposed to be their victims. Now, a government that sees that, and when they are done with what they are doing, they move back to where they came from. So you wonder what exactly happens to the Air Force? What exactly happens to the military? Why not wipe them out? But it looks as if there is a certain, the complicity is such that terrorism itself, Islamism, is being mainstreamed into the daily life of Nigerians. That is basically the nature of complicity I see. And that is why it will take an intervention, especially in the face of stark denial of an obvious genocide. It will take the intervention of certain foreign powers into the country for the sake of eliminating this terrorist, or perhaps waking Nigeria up to its responsibility. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. It's on for almost 2 decades. So we will be deceiving ourselves to feel at a certain point, maybe the Nigerian government only needs some diplomatic ties where resources, military hardware, intelligence will be supplied to them and they will end terrorism. The government does not look like a government that is overwhelmed by terrorism. It does look as if key players within the government or the ruling party are basically dealing with, this basically Islamist killings is a pet project to such individuals. Basically.
Anyway, you guys remember one of the old lady that was running in the Kwara State incident, right? This old lady, that's her. I don't know. This Harrison Gwamishu guy, you guys, please, we need to really monitor this guy and watch out. This guy is doing so much work. Okay, he went to visit this lady, this woman that was seen in the video.
I say make I come greet you. I come from Delta. Àti Delta ló ti wá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. The condition gbẹ̀yìn yín kankan. The woman you say the camera you saw. They carry any of the person? No. No, they are sweet. They carry. Mama, I bring small gift for you. Yeah? I beg. No, these are for treatment, yeah? Okay. These are for treatment.
This guy, we need to monitor him. He said,
I beg we beg the government to see how they work. Yeah. See you for video. And my heart touched me. I say, if I come this town, I will come. Like you, I will first come. Yeah. Everything will go better. Everything will go. People will carry them, they come back. That will not be our prayer. And we'll be here till they come back. All of us will celebrate. Nobody will die. Yeah. So I beg. So my mama.
This is what it's like to be, for us to come together as a people. This is what is needed. My people, now here I go end the videos. But before I end this video, right? No, I don't want to bother playing this Shegumi video. It's a waste of my time. Now, there's a movie Heard that is out. Okay? The movie is by, what's this guy's name? I think Etimiang and I think his wife. Yes, I think it's by his wife, he and his wife. Now then come together do this movie. The movie has been blowing up all over social media, especially on Twitter. And some of the terrorist apologists and the terrorists themselves, they are asking that the movie be taken out or be banned or some whatever. If you have not, the movie is only showing in Nigeria, unfortunately. So I'm using this media and in case there's any Netflix person here, please make it available to those of us outside of Nigeria, because right now I cannot see it. We need this to go global. So please, on your social media platforms, tag Netflix. Tell them to open it up in Europe and in America globally, so that we can have access to the video. We need to watch it. This is very important to us. Okay, so if you haven't seen it and you're in Nigeria, please, or you know how to use VPN and all, me, I don't know how to do all those things. Please watch it. We need to take that movie to, they say it currently is #1 in Nigeria. If there's anything more than #1, it need to be trending. You need to trend for the whole year or even more years to come, because the from what a lot of comments from people who have watched it, it depicts exactly what is going on in Nigeria. This is what I expect Nigerian artists to be doing right now. Not all those nonsense when they do. They need to be depicting what is going on currently, right now. You talk, you buy. You not talk, you buy. One way or the other, you are going to buy anyway. Do you understand? So I beg my people, for those of you who do not know about this movie, The Head, go and watch that movie if you are in Nigeria. And if you can't, apparently I saw somewhere, somebody said you can watch it on Movie Box. I don't know. I tried the Movie Box. It doesn't work for me because it doesn't cover my location. So please, guys, put the word out there. Trend the movie, The Head. I know they watch movies, but this one, they wait for her to come out, because I must do my own thought. I must give my own thoughts about the movie, guys. So on that note, Android movie apps. Which app do you recommend? Kene, I don't know, because I tried the Movie Box. I saw somebody say Movie Box. I tried it didn't work. Says, in fact, it was blocking me. It's not permitted in my location. Yeah, exactly. Holy Mary, we need to watch them. I want to watch them too. You've been overwhelmed and angry. Me too. I've been, Michael, exactly how I've been feeling. I've been very, in fact, this, I was like, I don't even want to. Kind of stayed away from social media. I was like, everything when they happen, they piss me off. They make me vex every time, they make me vex. I just say, let me stay away. But when I saw the video, that Adiola's interview with that person and some of the things that are happening and this movie, I was like, no, I need to come out today, even if it's just for 1 hour. That's what I promised myself. But here I am. Here I am. The umbilical cord from Nigeria no gree let me come out by no 1 hour. So that's it. So that's why I came out. So I understand. I've been feeling that way myself. Title of the movie is The Herd. Let me put it in the comments. I think I put it's in the title. It's in the title of my of the life. The Herd. Okay, please. The Herd, Herd. Check it out. It's a Nigerian movie. The Herd is currently showing. I don't have access to it because I don't live in Nigeria. So yeah, thank you very much, Esther. I really appreciate. Yeah, you guys, please watch that movie, I beg, and also tell your people to watch it. We need to make it go global. If it be a trend globally, #1, those are the kind of movies that we trend gladly and support. Okay, no, The Herd, Herd. The Herd. It's the title of my life. If you look at the title of my life, it says so. Okay, it's on there on the title. All right, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining. Yes, Tracy, thank you. Yeah, please tell somebody to tell somebody. You guys should keep telling those in Nigeria. Tell them to watch it if they have Netflix. Give them your login to watch it. I shouldn't be saying this, but hey, you know what it is. But please, let's trend that movie. It's very, very important. Yeah, The Herd. Yes. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on my next one. I don't know about tomorrow. We'll see what happens, but you might see me here. It's not going to be for long, but you might see me because this Nigeria matter. We go win. We're going to win this and we're going to overcome, but we got to know what we're doing. We have to get creative. We have action, not just talk now, action. We need to be thinking about action. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much. If anybody knows how I can watch it over here, I'll appreciate it too. You are checking cinema. I checked Prime Video. It's not there. I thought it would be there. I wanted to pay for Prime and watch it. It's not there. If anybody know whether I did Prime, Mona, let me know. No link. Checking Cinema AG, but no link coming up. Even though it's listed, I'll check. Yeah, please. If you check. Oh, that's true. I didn't even check Telegram. Telegram might have it too. Although it should have been make the guy get the. May they get this thing. Let me see. Movie. The Herd. Let me see if it will show up here. Let me see. Hey, no deal. Let me see. I don't see. I don't know how to check Telegram for all these things. I beg, Kenny, if you know, I beg, let me know. I beg. I'm looking to watch it too. Yes, we will, Esther. We certainly will. I'm hopeful. Even in the midst of this darkness, I'm hopeful. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your joining me this wonderful Saturday. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Please continue to like the show as you exit. Like the show as you exit. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Family of truth here and justice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And love, of course. And we have fun sometimes too. Yes, search of IPTV. I go check. I beg if una get us, if una not, I go fit a watch am for here. I beg. Mona, let me know too. I beg. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I'll see you on my next one. Bye.